morning, everyone. Welcome back to another week of Nexus Grain Market Updates. It is Tuesday morning, the 14th of April at 9:28 a.m. and let's just get to the markets. Presently, I am $4.11 for old crop corn. That's up 5.5 pennies. New crop corn is up 3.5 cents at $4.34 across the various Nexus terminal markets. Soybean market is up 4.5 cents. I am at 10.89 to 10.94 across the terminals. Same locations for new crop soybeans right now. I am up 2 pennies at 10.77 to 10.82. So the buying pattern continues. I do want to cover just who's behind this thing right now, and I did some looking into this last night. When you really look at the fund position, really, and that is the investment community that really seems to move our markets. Corn since the 7th of April through last night actually was a bit of a decrease in net long from 211,000 to 174,000 contracts. Not a real needle mover. Again, I think that today we're probably seeing a little bit of a reversal of that with this market up strong the way it is, particularly in the nearby. The soy market has been a very dynamic market in the past week, and I'm going to get into that a little bit more in today's program. Soybeans, raw soybeans, virtually unchanged, 181,000 a week ago to 184,000 contracts long. Virtually unchanged. What has changed considerably are the components. Soybean meal started out long, 91,000 contracts. We ended up last night at 125,000. Oil started out long, 148, ended up long 125. So we've really seen a reversal. We've seen the professional fund money attracted to soybean meal and loosening up on their oil position somewhat. What that has done has changed the spreads a little bit, and I know I've shown people the image of the divergence that has taken place between oil and meal over the course of time, really about since the 1st of March. Just the past week, that's reversed itself, and there's really not an enormous apparent reason for that. We still see our petroleum products have fairly elevated prices. And curiously, the crush margin, the crush component of this three-way market continues to remain strong. Where we had been crushing for oil, not so much today. That topped out at about 52% of oil did. Soybean oil topped out at about 52% of a component value. Today it's fallen down to about 48. So it has definitely taken the shine off of that a little bit. All right. Export inspections, again, that may be old news to some of us today, but it really is worth repeating. Corn number was really strong yesterday, 70.2, just right at the top of the range of 59 to 71.8. Soybeans about in the middle, 29.9, and the range of that was 14.7 to 50.2 million bushels. So we remain much on the same track that we've been on for literally months on end right now. We're tracking 8% above pace on corn, 8% below pace for soybeans. Right now we're on track to have a corn export number of just shy of 3.6 billion and a soybean number somewhere north of about 1.4 billion bushels exported out of the country. The rest of the story today, and again, we're certainly in a transitory period, certainly in pre-plant. Yesterday, the crop progress report came out. Iowa just has a speck of crop in the ground right now. Obviously, in the south, there's a few more acres, but the market tends to focus certainly on the I states, and we're just not in the field yet. And by the looks of things, it's going to be a while. You know, we're pretty wet. The one of the things I do really want to talk about, though, is again net aggregate positions in the United States and Argentina in the soy market. That did come up yesterday in a conversation. Right now, commercial ownership is showing near as I can tell globally, about 3.5, maybe to 4 months of net stocks in ownership of the commercial. So with that said, we have seen these crush spreads actually change considerably. To the tune of about 10 cents yesterday. The nearby tightened up about 7, and the deferred widened about 3. So we went from right around 50-cent inverse to a 60-cent inverse in that market space. If anybody has any questions about that, yeah, just give one of us a call. We'd love to talk to you about that. The rest of the story, not a lot going on with upcoming reports. I have NOPA coming out tomorrow. Again, I'm expecting to see a record March crush. I'm not going to speculate just what that number is going to be, but it's going to be the largest in history for March. Not much of a stretch of imagination to how we got there. And then following that, on the 1st of May, fats and oils and crushings. That is a NAS report. I like to take those two statements and reconcile those out and really come up, particularly this time of year. You know, we're squarely in the last half of our usage year here in North America. And I certainly do like to reconcile our stocks on hand with what has been reported as being used. That's really about it today. I want to thank all of you for your business. We really appreciate that here at Nexus. And with that said, I'm going to sign off. Give one of us a call with your needs, and we look forward to seeing you. Goodbye now.